Hey everybody, I don't know what it is. Maybe third time is a charm here. Again, gonna add Sarah. Hopefully it won't be difficult and hopefully there won't be feedback. But like I said, we're gonna be talking about the keto diet versus the Arbonne 30 days to healthy living, and similarities, differences, and the like. So I'm just waiting for Sarah to start watching me so I can add her into the live feed. So hang out and I don't know, sing the ABCs to yourself for just a minute until she joins. Maybe watch my dog. Hey, buddy. Hey, there's my dog. All right, not sure where Sarah is. Oh, there she is. Okay, so Sarah has been invited. Sarah, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, yay! And I don't hear echoes or feedback right now. So,
Okay. Oh, good. Awesome. I put my headphones in, so hopefully that
oh,
helps.
good. Okay, cool. All right.
Awesome.
So again, this is Sarah. And Sarah, do you want to introduce the topic, or I already mentioned kind of what we're going to be talking about?
Yeah. No, I'm super excited. I think we need to go sideways now.
Okay.
Yeah. Just so that we're not sideways for everyone else. Awesome. Okay. Yay. Sally, thank you so much. I'm so excited to hear your journey compared to keto, doing keto. I know that you had done keto for a while. I'd love to hear a little bit about your experience going keto first and then share a little bit about what you're doing now. But can you tell me a little bit about like what prompted you to go to try keto, first of all?
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm not like a big dieter, but a couple of Christmases ago at a Christmas party, I was dancing in some high heels and I sprained my ankle really bad.
Oh,
And and then I mean it still hurts to this day. So it took me a good 6 to 8 months before I could do any exercise, any real walking or running or anything. And it was just a slow healing process. And I think I put on about 10 or so extra pounds, and I just couldn't seem to get rid of it with diet. And I had heard about the keto diet, and I thought,
mm-hmm.
well, one day I just decided to do it, and that was that. So I jumped in and committed to it, and I actually ended up doing it for about 7 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I it took about a month or two, and I lost all of the weight that I wanted to, and then I thought I would just use it as maintenance. And I listened to a lot of keto podcasts, and I tried to do it as healthy as one can while they're eating mass amounts of fat. I try to keep it pretty lean and green, but not lean. You're not even supposed to be lean. It's supposed to be fat. So good fats, lots of greens. But truth be told, after several months, not only does it get mundane and repetitive, and you just want a pretzel or like an ice cream, but I don't know. I just started to doubt that it might not, or I started to doubt that it was a good lifestyle. So I was sort of searching, but not sure what to do. So I just stuck with it.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. And I know your background is in fitness, right?
Right. Yeah. I was a trainer for 4 years. And I mean, I've just always been um, into fitness and, at the gym, running, training for something, um, Zumba, whatever it
Yeah,
takes. I just,
right. I
yeah,
love it.
like getting exercise. So,
That healthy lifestyle for sure. And so now I know that you did Arbonne's 30 Days to Healthy Living program.
mhm.
And when did you do that?
I did that in April. So, um, I talked to you about it at the very beginning of April, and you had mentioned that I had to stop drinking coffee and wine, and I heard like the record stop kind of a thing. Like, no way. Yeah, but I did it in April, and I went from straight keto to like putting heavy whipping cream in my coffee every morning and eating mass amounts of cheese, to no dairy, no coffee, and just a lot of changes overnight.
Uh-huh. And what would you say was your biggest experience or takeaway difference from doing Arbonne's 30 Days to Healthy Living to keto? Like, how did you feel differently?
Well, I will say 100% I slept better.
Mm.
Keto didn't do wonders for my sleep at all. Keto actually, I don't know if burning fat for energy just literally is like oil burning all night long, but I almost never could even nap. I had to take sleeping pills to sleep. And
Mm.
my sleep was just super light, and I'm not a light sleeper typically. So the 30-day almost immediately got me to sleep. Like I was back on carbs, so I think that and not heavy carbs, but I think that just the right amount of carbs helps us to sleep when we're supposed to sleep and wake when we're supposed to wake. So I feel like whatever, my circadian rhythms were kind of back to normal. And also on keto, for the last 4 months of keto, my hair was falling out in handfuls. I mean, handfuls
Mm.
daily. I think I lost about half of my hair. And I'm not kidding. Like, I was getting
Wow.
scared. My daughter would come to visit, and I'd be like, look at my tiny little ponytail. And she was kind of freaking out too. And I want to tell you, within the first week or two of the 30-day, I noticed my hair stop falling out. And
Really?
honestly, like that was months ago, and my hair hardly falls out at all now. It's trippy. It's like a completely different head of hair. So
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
yeah, it's great.
Wow. So that's definitely a sign of improvement in hormone levels,
Yeah,
which triggered
different.
that. Yeah.
Huge
Yeah.
difference. I feel like my
Right.
body was like, yes, you got it right. You've got it right. Like, oh, and also on keto, I was running 3 miles a day with the dog before I started keto, and that obviously wasn't taking the weight off. So that's why I tried keto. And I had to take it down to like a mile and a half, 2 miles, because keto is not meant for athletes. And I know that there are definitely athletes out there that can run marathons on keto or it works for them. But I think for the general population, when you're not taking in any carbs, um, and you're burning fat for energy, for me, it did not, it didn't jive. Like I would burn out so fast, and I wouldn't be running fast. I would just felt like I, would hit a wall really fast. And
Mm-hmm.
obviously with carbs in your diet, it's much more normal. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that quick burning fuel. That's kind of like a jump start. And also, as women, we tend to need a little bit more carbs than men.
Mm-hmm.
So, although our bodies are meant to work the same way, there's different things that are required for our body that are a little bit different depending on the sex, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, so I know that coffee and wine were a big, like, oh my
Right,
gosh.
because I'd already given up every dessert forever. So
Right.
I wasn't like addicted to sugar or anything, but I was like, are you kidding me? No.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like my life, right? I'm sorry, that sounds terrible.
yeah.
That's my enjoyment.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so tell me about your experience giving up coffee. How was that for you? Did you notice
Okay.
a dip in your energy levels? Like, what
No.
did you notice with that?
I actually have always sort of had a love-hate relationship with coffee anyway. Um, it's funny that I didn't want to give it up. I really didn't want to give up the actual liquid and the flavor, not so much the caffeine. But I know that we give it up because we're trying to give our digestive tract a break from the acid in the coffee. So I was
Mm-hmm.
bummed just because I was like, I'll go decaf, that's fine. And you were like, no, you can't go decaf. So
Right.
honestly, I did try the yerba mate and I really liked it. And then today I'm back on the cleanse again as of yesterday. So today I had just a chai tea, not a chai latte, no dairy,
Mhm.
but just a chai tea with a little stevia, however people want to say it. Yesterday I had a black, or like an orange essence black tea, same thing. Um, I'm fine giving up coffee, actually. I mean, I like it as a ritual. I grew up with coffee in my life, so I like it. But I'm good. And then we
Yeah.
also use those yummy fizz sticks throughout the day. And this morning I think I had a tizzy, so I had my detox tea and a pomegranate fizz stick, which has 55 milligrams of caffeine. So just enough to get you over any caffeine headache or give you a little lift. And then a couple hours later, I had the chai. So yeah,
Awesome.
it's good.
Awesome.
I don't like too much
Yeah.
caffeine, so
Right, right. And the caffeine in the fizz sticks comes from green tea.
mhm,
It also has methylated B vitamins, B6 and B12, so you're getting that natural vitamin energy.
mhm.
And how do you feel that your energy levels are compared to being on keto?
Oh, keto, I had like gnarly energy. Like if
Uh-huh.
Eric was napping, I'd be like up mopping the floor, vacuuming, or the reverse or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Uh-huh.
but but
He's
it wasn't
napping and so you're vacuuming.
right. So, but it wasn't a comfortable awake. Sometimes it was like
Mm,
I can't rest. So
mm,
uh, it was I was trying to latch on to all the positives at the time because, I wanted to lose the weight. I wanted to see the positive side of keto. And that's why I was listening to like 3 or 4 different podcasts. I just piggyback one from the other and trying to prove that it was the right thing. But honestly,
mm-hmm.
it just doesn't feel normal to not want to settle down and rest sometimes. And I had a hard time resting. And what's cool about the 30 day is I I feel a great amount of energy, but it's like a calm, normal energy where I can. Thought I'd put that on. Anyway, my phone rang. Um, what was it saying?
You were saying you felt a calm energy.
Oh yeah. So I mean, it's just more like I could get excited about something, but it wasn't nervous or it wasn't tinged with anxiety or anything, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a much more grounded grounded energy and awake feeling and just a general healthy excitement about life rather than induced by caffeine, induced by a cup of coffee, or whatever else we do. I can't explain it. You got to try it. You feel really like healthy. It's a healthy high.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And were there any other symptoms that you felt doing the 30-day skin, mental clarity,
Oh,
vision?
absolutely. I mean, I wrote a blog about a bunch of things. So the vision was a big part of it. I wear glasses for driving, and within the first week, I noticed I wasn't grabbing for my glasses anymore, and so of course I WebMD'd it. But I was like, there's
Mm-hmm.
got to be a connection here between whatever I'm cleansing in my body and my eyeballs. Why can I see? Why am I not reaching for my glasses? And I found it's you don't have to look too far. You find that there's a liver eye connection, and I
Mm-hmm.
firmly believe that I must have just kind of cleaned my liver out a little bit more. And for a good 2-3 months, I mean, not even right after the 30 day did my vision start to kind of get cloudier or blurrier again. And now I'm reaching for the glasses again, which is why I was like, oh, time for another cleanse. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
my vision got clearer. I also started using the RE9 Advanced Skincare Kit, the whole kit and caboodle. And I had some like really weird, like 45-year-old sandpaper skin right here, and that went away immediately. And just
Wow.
my skin just is better and um, smaller pores, better, I don't know, brighter.
Yeah.
I feel like it looks pretty good for 45. So
Yeah, you look amazing. Absolutely. Yes. Kate is giving lots of hearts. Thank you, Kate. You're so sweet. Uh,
hi
that's
everybody.
awesome. It's interesting with the liver because when you're consuming that much animal protein and dairy, it is a lot of work on the liver.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, I've actually had a lot of clients come to me post keto having elevated liver enzymes because the liver is having to work so hard being on keto. So there's
Oh
definitely a
yeah,
connection there,
yeah.
right?
No, I see
And
that.
yeah, and it's about, finding what's best for each individual, right? Like we talked about, like everybody's body's meant to work the same way, but it all works a little bit differently. So it's really about finding what foods work best for you
Mm-hmm.
and serve you best and what foods don't serve you. Did you find after doing the 30-day any foods that, you know, you reincorporated in like, that doesn't feel so great, or, oh, I feel okay on that? Did you notice anything like that?
Yes. So for the 30 days to healthy living, we eliminate sugar, gluten, dairy, soy, coffee, and alcohol,
Mm-hmm.
and probably corn, maybe something else. Um, Honestly, I never thought I had a problem with dairy, and it turns out that dairy is kind of a-okay for me. But I still feel like in moderation, just because the industry concerns me a little bit, or the hormones or
Mm-hmm.
antibiotics. Like I don't know. I don't have all the time in the world to research every single thing. But what I did notice, and what I do notice, is that my body really likes to be gluten free, and Ruby, my 15-year-old, asked to go gluten free a couple weeks ago, and I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it, because
Yeah.
my intestines are happier. And I mean, if I believe all of the studies and what we hear about gluten, then I'm sure my joints, if they're not happier now, they will be happier. So, you know, I try to live gluten free most of the time anyway, like
Yeah.
an 80/20. 80,
Right.
80% maybe gluten free, and every now and then have like some chocolate cake or, you know, something yummy. Um,
Right.
but definitely my body's way happier without it. Um,
That's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah. It's good to find out, like, again, like what serves you best and what doesn't, right? And then you can become your best health coach because nobody knows how you feel like you do, right?
exactly. That's when you'll
Yeah.
know when you need to do the cleanse again, or
Yes.
that's when you know, like, I added coffee back in, but it gives me anxiety. Maybe I shouldn't
Right.
drink that stuff, but, or maybe I should stick to decaf, because if it's not the acid hurting my stomach, then I don't know. Everybody is very different. So,
Yeah. Yep. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing your testimony and your story.
yeah.
I really appreciate that. It's nice to hear, you know, the comparison of two different lifestyle plans. And so if anyone is interested in joining our next 30 Days to Healthy Living group, we have a group starting now, post Labor Day, post summer, kind of like get a jump on before the holidays get here, to where you're feeling and looking your absolute best. If you're curious at all about the program, Sally and I can both answer any questions. You can definitely pop it in the comments, or reach out to us personally. But just a quick overview. You know, you probably picked up some pieces of it from our conversation. But in this program, we really focus on, like Sally mentioned, eliminating foods that are acidic, allergenic, and addictive, and learning what foods serve us and what foods don't. And so we kind of hit reset on our body, just like, you know, just like your car when you need to take it in for maintenance or to get an oil change. Our body works exactly the same way. So we're hitting reset, doing a quick little tune up, and we do this by increasing our nutrient intake and eating really whole food, clean foods, supporting our eliminating organs, getting them to be working as optimally best as they can be. We detox every single day through our eliminating organs, but we want to really give them that tune up so they work most efficiently, right?
Mm-hmm.
We also focus on balancing our blood sugar, improving our gut health and digestive system, which this, as a nutrition coach, this is one of my like all-time favorite things to do, is really help everyone understand the importance of gut health. And so we really focus on our gut health, our digestive, keep everything running functionally properly, and then lose toxic buildup and weight. And that's kind of like the cherry on top,
Oh,
is
yeah.
the weight loss, right?
You know, we always talk about that, the hush hush, the
Yes,
number
yeah.
two. Yeah, just
Right.
so you, if you guys are,
So true.
if you just want to have a good time eliminating, it's a great program.
Yes, yeah, but you don't have to spend all your time there
Right. No, no,
either.
no. It's just
I love I have a client who's a police officer, and that's one of the questions he asked me. He's like, Sarah, I'm in a squad car all day. I
I
cannot
can't,
be,
right.
you know, I can't pull over at a moment's notice. I'm like, no, this is just regular, feeling good movement, and you're eating whole foods, you're not hungry. That's another question I get too a lot
Right.
is, am I going to be starving? No, you're going to feel great. It's really nutrient dense, nutrient rich food. You don't have to count calories. Nobody should need to be a mathematician in order to figure out what they're going to eat for lunch, right?
Exactly. Well, and
And
then
we're just
you can also snack too. It's not a
absolutely
starvation program.
deprivation. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, anyways, thank you so much, Sally, for jumping on tonight. I really appreciate hearing your testimony. And like I said, anyone who's interested at all, definitely reach out to Sally and I, and we'd love to get you more info. So,
Yeah,
thank you
definitely.
so much, everyone. Have a great evening.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.